A third petition has been filed with the Supreme Court asking to declare as unconstitutional and void the release of the 125 million peso confidential funds to the office of the Vice President in 2022. Makabayan representatives led by ACT Teachers Representative Franz Castro together with former Bayan Muna Representative Nery Colmenares filed a petition urging the Supreme Court to nullify the request, receipt, and the use of the confidential funds by the OVP led by Vice President Sara Duterte. The petitioners also call on the Supreme Court to declare the 125 million pesos auditable and order its restitution. According to the petitioners, the release by the Office of the President of the 125 million pesos has no legal basis because there was no congressional appropriations for the OVP in the 2022 General Appropriations Act. They stress that the executive branch is not authorized to pass its own budget outside of the appropriations law. The first petition was filed by a group led by former COMELEC chairperson Christian Monsod and lawyer Barry Gutierrez. The second petition was filed by a group led by retired Supreme Court Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio and lawyer Howard Calleja. They also asked the Supreme Court to declare as unconstitutional the 125 million peso secret funds issued to Duterte's office in 2022. The Antique provincial government says the number of fatalities following the Ceres bus accident rose to 19. According to Antique Governor Rodora Cadiao, the latest fatality brings the total from 18 to 19, but no other details were provided. Cadiao likewise reveals that they were able to secure the dashcam and memory card from Valyacar Transport, urging a thorough investigation of the tragedy. Citing Valyacar Media Relations Officer Jane Marquez, Cadiao says the dashcam is no longer working. She adds that the company is withholding the damaged equipment as well as the compromised memory card containing vital information about the incident. The governor then highlights the need for bus companies to invest in high-quality equipment in preparation for unforeseen accidents. Defense Secretary Guibo Teodoro calls South China for what he calls as roguish behavior after it used water cannons twice in a row on Philippine vessels in the West Philippine Sea. In an ambush interview, Teodoro says the country should not accept China's illegal and roguish behavior. He adds that Beijing's intention to occupy the entire South China Sea is against international law. Meanwhile, Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romeo Bronner Jr. says he joined the resupply mission to the BRP Sierra Madre at Ayungin Shoal on Sunday and saw firsthand China's harassment. Bronner was aboard the Unaiza May 1 while the resupply boat was rammed by a China Coast Guard vessel. In an interview with reporters, Bronner says he got angry at China for what they did, pointing out Beijing's continued harassment of every resupply mission. Following the two separate water cannon attacks on December 9 and 10, the Philippines filed a diplomatic protest against China and summoned Chinese Ambassador to Manila, Wang Shilian.